What's our seed? Do we have the current FamilyCraft seed somewhere?
Um,
Is it in the server info? No,
no, I
that's
don't think
just the
so,
server.
but I can put it up
Yeah. Where you gonna put it?
in the chat.
Okay.
Yes, so. Hello, stream.
Oh, just going ahead and starting a smidgen early, huh?
Yeah, I've often ended up being a smidgen late, so.
Yeah, I figured that was your figuring. It's such a good picture, but I feel like it's a little too big. Ooh, yes. I've not seen that one before, but I like it.
Huh?
Oh, I'm just putting some paintings up in my house.
Ah,
Because I can.
cat. Let's not start. Let's see. Alright, so. cat. Let's see. I need some quartz for...
Mm-hmm.
So I need to go into the nether for some quartz.
I should have some quartz.
Yeah, I'm gonna need quartz for leather, not leather, observers.
Mm-hmm.
At least one
Yeah,
observer.
I've got 23 quartz. So how big you want to make this? What do you think? At least 16?
Yeah.
Go for the nice round Minecraft figure?
Yeah.
Do you need some redstone too, or you got that?
Pretty sure I got redstone. I just don't know if I got the right stone to make the pistons.
I mean, that's easy. Pistons are just cobble.
But
You just
whether...
also need planks and redstone and I believe an iron ingot.
Yeah.
Actually, you might not even need the redstone. I think it might just be the iron ingot. I don't remember. It's been a minute.
Okay, I'm gonna need some regular cobble. Not deep slate cobble. It doesn't make pistons.
Oh, I've got regular cobble too. I didn't realize you didn't. I just took some of your redstone. Not that I didn't have, but you said you had, so. Go ahead and start figuring out where you want stuff. I'll catch up. I'll make the observers.
Alright. Only need a couple.
I thought we were making 16.
Well, that's if we want it to blast on every single one that goes up.
Well, when I said 16, you said yeah, so I took 16 quartz.
Okay, well, we don't need quite that many. I
so
thought 16 was what you were talking about for how many spaces for the sugarcane.
Well, I was talking. Well, yeah, but I was talking about observers at the time.
My brain didn't register it.
So, how many observers do you actually want?
Go ahead and just make 2.
2. Okay. Oh, do I not have any bottles yet? I must not. Could have sworn I did. So did you grab the seed?
Minecraft seed? I stuck it into the chat. Here
Oh,
on the server.
I didn't see it in.
If you hit the T.
It's not there.
Alright, let me try. Posting it again, see if
There it is. Okay.
hovers.
And, oh, ha! There we go. Mm-hmm. 2, 1, 7, 3, 7, 9, 2, 9, 3, 7, 2. Okay. Oh, I don't know if this is enough, but here. And here's the redstone I took and the 2 observers I just made. I also made some bottles so we can make mud to plant them on. Okay.
And then I'll just need to make pistons.
Okay. I'm gonna poke my head into the nether to get the coords of where we come out so I know which way we need to go. Hang on. I'm gonna go back because I didn't put on anything gold. Actually, do you have something I could just very briefly borrow for this purpose?
I got a golden chest plate in here.
That'll do. Like, I'm going to bring it back. I'm not going to do anything but stand there and take the coords. I just don't want to be accosted whilst I stand there. I have a sneaking suspicion that that zombie villager is in a hole with no light because I just heard a skelly rattle as I went past the hole. Okay.
Well, the Skelly will probably despawn, so.
True. Okay, and F3. Okay, this is at 66, negative 52. So yeah, I think we're kind of in. Yeah, we're basically in. Negative 52. Yeah, because we're like stupid close to that bastion right there. Okay, so looks like there are fortresses to the south, the east, and the west, and it looks like Looks like the nearest one is probably the one that's at around 800 negative 260, 860, which should be east. Which was the way we were exploring, just on the other side of the basalt delta. But like 800 blocks that way. So a bit of a schlep. So yeah, at some point gonna have to mount an expedition. Heading east. I mean, on the plus side, we shouldn't need like industrial levels, so a bit of light farming ought to get us handily covered. Yeah, go put that away. And if you do need more cobble, tell me I just took a chunk.
Mm-hmm. That should be enough.
However many observers, you will certainly need 16 pistons if you are going to do a full 16.
Yeah. She's not going to make it tonight.
I wasn't expecting her to, but I figured we should at least let her know. You know?
Yeah. Yeah, no, she's having her birthday dinner tonight.
Right.
Right. You said you had some water bottles?
I do. I do. Mm. I did, however, go home. So give me a moment.
Yeah.
You know, if the achievement didn't give it away.
Yep.
Where do you want your mud?
Um,
Just all the dirt that's here?
yeah.
It's going to take a couple trips.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't know
You
if
know,
I need
unless
to
you want to
make
bring a
this.
water source up there. I just need one source block.
Well, I
And
mean, I
actually, you're going to
need.
need to put water in here anyway.
Yeah, because I got to put water in the middle for the sugar cane to grow.
Well, go ahead and get that water in there.
I need a bucket.
Because these are just water bottles. They don't use up a water source.
One moment, need to go take a quick nap.
I noticed.
Let's see here. Um, I think this needs to be a little wider.
How so?
Enough room for the redstone in the middle. Right now I got enough room for the pistons and the observers, but I need to put the redstone behind them. Don't think I can put them on top.
I mean, I was wondering about this design. I had not seen this design before.
I'm just making it up at the top of my head.
I'm not gonna lie, I could kind of tell.
Yeah, I think I need to make this a little wider.
Well, I'm gonna keep turning the mud because you're gonna need the mud either way. Well, need is a strong word, but
I want to be moving this mud, so...
well,
But
yeah, but it needs to get turned into mud either way.
mm-hmm.
Oh, I've accidentally made some mud underwater by double clicking.
Yeah.
Sorry. Hang on. There. All of your dirt is transformated. I believe in you.
There we go. Right. Okay. Stop, cat. No. You would stop it. I think I'm going to need more observers. The way I built this is wrong.
How many more would you like, dear?
14. I'm gonna end up needing to do the whole 16. Just because the way I built this.
No problem. Just give me a moment. Okay. I was just doing a little interior decorating. Of course. There. Just put away the stuff I don't need and take back the stuff I do.
No, cat. Will you stop being determined? Yes,
No,
just lay there.
he is filled with determination. Mm-hmm. There you go.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Cat. How many times do I have to squirt you with the bottle?
Clearly more than you have. Toby also has never been as quick with the expectations of the bottle as Todd was. Todd figured it out real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Toby still thinks he can get away with stuff if he's careful enough. I can watch you work from here. In an ideal world, we'd have light blocks to cover the top of that with.
Mm-hmm.
You might want to at least use glass, though, just to make sure they get plenty of light. Either that or we go into the nether to plunder some shroom or some glowstone.
Shoot. Broke that one. There.
Hmm?
I gotta go and remove a spam bot from my chat.
That's just disgusting. I can't help it. Now that I have a direction, I want to go find it. You know?
Mm-hmm.
We have keep inventory on. I have sufficient. Well, I mean, I should have more food. Do you have a surfeit of food you could share a bit with?
Let me look. I mean, I just killed some cows, so I have some steak. Just gotta cook it.
I know you clear out the chickens every now and again.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could just grab the chicken that's been sitting here and you leave the steak for you.
Sure.
Again, with the fast travel method home, I'm not that worried,
Mm-hmm.
you know, but I have a direction and a rough idea. I mean, I don't, you're welcome to come with if you want, but I've got a ton of cobble. I'm just gonna see if I can.
Make it out that far?
Yeah, there'll
Yeah, I'll
probably be a
follow
lot
you.
of bridge. All right, there'll probably be a fair amount of bridging, but you know, I'll wait for you to catch up a minute.
Where you go?
The east, the same way we've been going.
Okay. I see your name.
Mm-hmm. It's not literally due east, but it's close enough for the purposes.
Mm-hmm.
We gotta head out like to the 800s and then like a negative 200 and something or other, but by that point I have a feeling we'll be able to just bloody well see it, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just gonna start making a relatively straight path about it. But you just gotta make it through to the other end of this biome and like a basalt delta or something, and then we should be starting to get close enough to see, you know?
Yeah.
Hmm. Maybe I'll try and stare down a little bit. Just to make life easier. There. Okay. Well, may as well straight over to those trees. Hmm. Looks like she may have come this way for a little bit. We got quite a trek more to go.
Mm-hmm.
We're not quite at 300 yet. We're getting close to 300, but yeah, gotta hit the 800. Which does mean that if we were to try and make a portal nearer to the fortress, we will definitely be significantly further away in the overworld.
Yeah. Just hopefully the portal would appear in the overworld and not in the caves.
Yeah. But we have very little control over that. All right. Yeah. So we need to go that way and north. So northeast, basically. You know, I might start doing a bit of a diagonal. At least for a ways. All right, we're at about 400. Did I just hear an angry Enderman?
Shouldn't. I wasn't looking at any. So there's a whole bunch of them behind you.
Fair enough. Why, so there are. Good to know. Okay. Well, I guess I'll keep going straight now for a bit and we'll just dig. For a bit. You know, we still have a couple hundred blocks to go in that direction, but, you know.
Uh-huh.
I've got no problem with right angling it, you know? I'm just crouching because I don't trust the floor. And I see no reason not to collect the quartz.
Yep.
You know, if the floor does suddenly give way, I don't want to drop. Only making it too high makes it safe from Enderman.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, look at that. Ooh. Chunk of blackstone.
Hmm.
I think we're officially in a basalt delta then. Which we were supposed to have to cut through, so that makes sense. I mean, we're still in a warp forest, but I think we're heading into it, certainly. Yep, we're officially in a basalt delta. Just going to turn off my F3B just so I'm not distracted from any potential lava poking. Oh. What are you two doing here? Well... Basalt Delta isn't the easiest to transit through. I might just leave this as a window, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, there we go. Especially since I don't want to accidentally look at...
Enderman.
Yeah, since they've decided to follow us out this far for some reason. I mean, I doubt it's literally following us, but still.
Mm-hmm.
Three stacks of cobble left. Let's see if that's enough. All right. We're at just about 500. Well, yeah, depending on how far we can get through burrowing, might have enough.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, come on, I put down the block. Jerk. Will you stop that? It will not. Ah.
Definitely do not need you getting in my way, cat.
Just gonna wait till my health's all the way back up, which means I gotta wait till I can eat again.
Mm-hmm.
There.
$500s.
Yep. Okay. Open area again. Think I'm gonna switch to basalt for a bit, just to save on materials. Eh. All right, another 200 or so, at least for a turning no matter what. When we hit around 800, I'm just going to straight up turn.
Mm-hmm.
Even without Silk Touch, it's tempting.
Yeah.
I mean, it's right here. I could even make the platform a little bigger. Maybe on the way back.
Mm-hmm. Another warped forest.
Good. We should be seeing another warp forest. At least according to the map. And then it's the fortress is basically actually there's two fortresses. I just noticed that there's one to the north and one to the southeast of this forest. So the one to the southeast might actually be closer, depending on where precisely we are. In relative, I mean.
Yeah.
Hang on, what's the no, no, they're about equal distance north-south, and the one that's to the south is like an extra 100 blocks out, so illusory, at least compared to with where we are now. Because they're basically both about 200 blocks. Either north or south of this position, give or take. Oh, come on. There it is. It doesn't seem to have noticed us. And we're about to get behind this wall. We should be okay.
Oh, just because you got a kiss doesn't mean you get to go over there.
I have no issues burrowing. It helps keeps us off the radar of mobs to be by. Okay, about another 100 blocks in this direction, and then I'm swinging a hard left. Eh. I'm gonna have to dip into my diamond pick. I know they didn't. They should have fallen otherwise, but I just didn't trust it. I didn't trust it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, a little more, and then we turn. It is so quiet down here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And about 200 this way, and we should definitely be able to see it at that point. Assuming, of course, we break out of this wall, but still, you know?
Yeah.
If nothing else, we should see the biome change again. And yep, nether waste. We're officially in the nether waste. That's a great sign. That is an excellent sign. Beautiful sign, even.
Mm-hmm.
And honestly, that encourages that we'll pop out because we're not that low.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. You know what? To spare my pick a bit, I might try to follow this ring around for a little bit. I don't know if this is a full pocket or if it meets up with anything in the general space, but let's find out. Oh, looks like it might. Oh yeah, no, help yourself. Oh, it definitely opens up. Sheesh. Okay, so in about 100-ish blocks, we should see it somewhere off toward the right. I think your render distance is still higher than mine, so...
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna turn off my HUD so I'm not visually distracted, because I very much want to pay attention at the moment. Switch into 3 wide for a little bit. Especially since I've moved to the less durable netherrack. I still have like 31 cobble, but I don't want to just blow it, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Especially not when I've been mining all this netherrack I don't plan to necessarily take home with me. But yeah, if you could watch the area for Gayest trouble.
That's what I'm doing.
And of course, for the target.
Mm-hmm.
I see it. It's up top.
Get out of your way.
Got it. Pity it wasn't over what I'd already put down. Oh well.
Yep.
Is that it?
Kind of hard to tell, but it sort of looks like it. They're at least straight pillars.
And they look a lot darker than the surrounding netherrack.
Yeah.
Just gonna try and get a little bit more even with them. Before I turn again.
Oh, there's a crimson.
Oh good! That's the last biome we needed.
That looks like a fortress over there.
Yeah. It did kind of look like it. So yeah, just go over a little bit more so we can sidle up to one of those pillars directly. And, well, we can try to plunder. At least leave with a handful of blaze rods.
Mm-hmm.
We are more than far enough away that I'm happy to take the long way back. But there is a reasonably followable path. One more. That we can take back.
Mm-hmm.
If we want to come back this way.
Yep. Those are pillars.
Mm-hmm. Don't know how big it is, but it should hopefully at least be big enough. So close. Not quite close enough to touch yet, but getting closer. This stack should do it. Okay. Probably just staircase up.
Uh-huh.
Honestly, yeah. This should be close enough. Here we go. Okay. I did not bring my shields. I'm an idiot. Oh well. Oh, that is a blaze. I mostly just shot at it so it couldn't shoot at us, but
Mm-hmm.
I'm assuming this doesn't go anywhere. It certainly looks like that's the case. And
Yeah.
indeed it is correct. Oh, this looks like a pretty decently sized one, though. I mean, not huge, but, perfectly decent.
There's some treasure chests.
Oh, yeah, you're right. And I don't know if there's another way in, so let's bridge. Yes, I hear you up there. Yeah, there was a way in. Doesn't matter.
Golden horse armor and netherwort.
Nice. I found 3 golden ingots and a flint and steel. And I think that's about it for this one.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. There is another building, though, so that's something. Hear it, can't see it. Oh, there is at least a blaze spawner. Watch out. Don't know how to get down to it, though. Must be over this way. Oh, I think it's on the other side of that lava fall. Oh, dear.
Yeah, everything's starting to spawn now.
If I can at least lure them over, we can get rid of them. Oh
Yes,
my
go.
god. First kill! First kill! God, this is dodgy. Is this another spawner? I think it is.
Yep.
It is. I mean, this is 90% of what I'm here for, so...
And if we die to these guys, it's not that big of a deal.
Nope. I just want as many rods as I can get. Like, if we can plunder the place, that's grand, but I don't know how much plunder there is to be had. I think we may have plundered the only chest this place has.
Yeah.
It's coming this way because of the ghast.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm up to 5 rods, so
I got one.
at this point, I'll just keep going till they kill me.
Mm-hmm.
Which is right now.
Yeah.
Still, I came out with blaze rods. I consider that an absolute win. Another quartz. Still can't believe I got a skull on my first go round, man.
Yeah.
Very first wither skeleton I kill gives me a skull. What are the odds?
I know. They're pretty good.
Darn low, I should think. Yeah.
I'm going to just take off my armor and run into lava.
Okay, you do that. I'm putting away my things. And making my potion brewing stand. That's what it's called. Called a brewing stand.
Mm-hmm.
Which means I can now make potion. At least until my
Brewing stand now too. Yay.
mhm. At least until my blaze powder wears out, but I'm only gonna break it one at a time. So, you know. It's not like I need to do brewing on an industrial level. This is a very personal thing.
Mm-hmm.
You know, just for the lot of us. When we need them. That being said, I'm at least going to brew up some awkward potions. To be ready for just about anything I would want to make. Except for the weakness, to be fair. But we would need gapples anyway.
Mm-hmm.
We would need a gapple before we could, well, you know, not a notch apple, but a gapple before we could heal the
villager.
villager.
Alright. Well, I got my little brewing stand set up.
I already have my setup ready, and now I have the brewing stand in it with its awkward potions now.
Woo.
Now we just really need to be able to enchant.
That's the thing I'm working on next is,
Oh, I know. Yep, I made a little adjustment to my bedroom, as well as gave myself a nicer bed now. I still need to wait for the skulk to do the ceiling up proper, but I realized that my axolotl tank more or less abuts my bedroom wall too, or it does with minor alterations. So I did that, so now I can watch my axolotls from my pool or from my bedroom.
Yay. Alright. The next thing we should set up is a sheep farm.
Just get it all automatic.
Yeah. Well, that, it also puts the sheep in a safer pen.
You're not wrong. I mean, we can
I
just
won't
move them to a.
I won't accidentally end up killing them if I take a swipe too close to that side of
This is
the...
true. I mean, to be fair, we need proper buildings for the cow as well as the sheep. We just need to get them all proper structures.
Yeah.
Just got to figure out where and what.
Mm-hmm. But yes, it is a few minutes till 7.
Mm-hmm.
Time flies.
Mm-hmm. Well, building a farm and exploring the Nether will do that.
Yep.
Took about an hour for you to make your farm, and about an hour to half an hour to get to the fortress, and then we had half an hour to finish. And while we didn't make it the full half hour, we got pretty close.
Mm-hmm. All right.
So you started a little early, going to pack it in a little early?
Yep. Just made some books because I had the leather and stuff to do so.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm assuming you're going to make your own enchanting area.
Yeah, I got a spot for my enchanting area already.
Yeah, we just need enough for both of our bookshelves.
Mm-hmm.
And then some, obviously. But, to enchant some books occasionally. I want Silk Touch on a pick, and I want Silk Touch on a hoe. Then I need to actually find a Deep Dark, but there's no point in finding it until I can skulk, so yeah.
Yeah.
And yes, I could harvest it with a Silk Touch pick, but it's better on a hoe. So, Silk Touch hoe is what I would prefer.
Yes, so thanks to everybody who showed up, whether you're here for a short time or a long time. I appreciate it. And you can always join me on my coffee, which is listed on the page here, or you can join me now on my Patreon, which is Lacey Aslan as well. That's that. Everybody stay well, be safe, and pet a kitty. It's good for your heart rate, even if they are being little pills. All right, bye.
Bye.